Hey there, WaxPackers! Adam coming back at you with another edition of WaxPack Flashback. And I will tell you, this one is going to be chock full of nostalgia for 90s kids, because we're talking about the 1995 Fleer Fox Kids Network trading cards. Got a couple packs here. This was such a fun era for children's cartoons. You know, in the 90s, you would turn on Fox and you'd get all the best. You'd get stuff like The Tick, okay? How about Spider-Man the Animated Series? X-Men the Animated Series, making a comeback this year with X-Men 97. Also, Batman the Animated Series was on there, but lots of random ones too, like Bobby's World, Eek Stravaganza, you remember Eek the Cat, you know, Terrible Thunder Lizards, which spun off from there, and so many more. We're going to get into it as we open the pack. But why would this be on my mind? Why am I so excited? Well, my friend and co-host on the Remember That Show podcast here on the Retro Network, where we check out, you know, the obscure and forgotten TV series of the 80s and 90s, he recently gifted me this set of tapes, okay? He gave me over 20 VHS tapes from his childhood that he personally recorded of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. He was a huge fan. But the thing is, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was also on the Fox Kids Network, you know, programming block, and within there, he left all the commercials intact. So on my personal YouTube channel, Hoju Coolander YouTube channel, I've been uploading just like hours and hours of 90s toy commercials, you know, cereal commercials, whatever, everything that was connected to the Fox Kids Network. So I'm seeing the bumpers, I'm seeing that logo every day as I'm transferring these tapes. So it really has taken me back to a super fun time. I'm sure you remember it as well. I just want to mention particularly this set was actually promoted heavily in Wizard Magazine, which I cover on Wizards, the podcast guide to comics here. But look at this, double pages here, just telling you about all the features which we're going to get into. But I mean, this was a 4-page ad telling you how great these cards were going to be. So I'm excited to dig in. Let's open up these packs. Okay, so here we are with our pack of Fleer 1995 Fox Kids Network Premier Edition trading cards. It tells you get 6 cards per pack. That's why I wanted to open up 2. I just felt like that's kind of a short video if we're only opening up 6. But you gotta love the reflective pack here. Looks pretty cool. And you can see all the logos of the various cartoons that were being promoted through this pack. And I gotta say, like, that's what was most exciting about this series. As you look at here, no special offers or anything. But the fact that we were able to get Spider-Man the Animated Series and X-Men the Animated Series trading cards, because they were not released in any other sets. They were somehow exclusive to this set, even though they were Marvel properties. So let's get in here, because I'm going to be interested to see what is the percentage of X-Men, Spider-Man, the Tick, you know, Eek, all of that in there. So there we go. Starting out with some X-Men we can see right away. Let's check this out. So first up, wow. So yeah, look at Wolverine here. Interestingly enough, not necessarily in the animated style, right? Like it's, you know, similar to the comics, I guess you would say, but just telling you a little bit about Wolverine. Wolverine is a loner by nature. Wolverine is the toughest and most savage of the X-Men in the heat of battle. Armed with his adamantium claws and mutant healing factor, Wolverine lives up to his credo. I'm the best there is at what I do. And then they even give you an extra fun fact there. Okay, so pretty good card to start off with. Let's see what else we get here. All right, we have the Tick. Defense mechanisms. Look at those little ticks running around. Yeah, interesting that they're not pulling stills from the specific episodes. They're just getting original art based on them. Huh. So I'd be interested to know who the artist was here. But yes, as you can see, supporting doers. Supporting doers? What? Instead of do-gooders or supporting characters? Then you see the Tick says, "What manner of quandary is this?" All right, next one here. We got a Bobby's World pack, so pretty even so far. We're not doubling up on any one property. So there's Bobby riding his dog there on safari. Barbenheimer? No, Bobby and Roger don't have to go far to enjoy a safari. This one's right in their own backyard. Oh, the imagination. Okay, Bobby's World was a pretty big deal. Okay, so here we are, back with the Tick. Tick Bite. You see, we got a brick wall. We got some barred window there. Let's see what this one's about, what they're going to tell us. Tick faces. Tick bite. Do not eat evil, bite it with your pearly white teeth of good instead. Floss away the foul remnants and toss the remains into the wasted... Wait, the wasted basket? No, I guess that's a waste basket, all one word. Of eternity, never to be seen from again. The tick says, ooh, there's crime here. I can smell it. I can taste it. You know what I think a lot of people don't know is that the person who does the Tick's voice is the same person that does Michelangelo on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So pretty fun there. Again, some X-Men art that looks nothing like the animated series style. That's weird. Cyclops and Jean Grey there. Okay, yep, so giving you some information plus a fact. Cyclops and Jean were tricked into believing that they were married when... What? So they weren't married in the series? Or they... Yeah, that's weird. I guess there never... Was there never officially a wedding episode of X-Men the Animated Series? I know it happened in the comics. Yeehaw! Okay, so this is a little bit heavier on the Tick. He's got his hat. He's got his lariat there, his lasso. Let's see. Yeehaw! There's going to be a crime roundup in the city tonight. The Tick is the guy who's running the rodeo. The saddle sores of evil won't deter the Tick from the wild ride of crime fighting. Wow, so yeah, so a lot of Tick there. Now let's get into pack number 2 here. See what we got. As you can see there, we are supposed to be getting Extravaganza cards with Eek the cat, but we have not found any just yet. So let's see what's in this pack here. Okay, getting back in with some X-Men. So there's Jean Grey. Wow, looking terrified. But yeah, this style is just so illustrative. You know, it looks like it belongs in a comic as opposed to the TV series. But that's card number 100. Okay, so this is a pretty extensive set. Oh, and I can see actually here, now that I'm looking at it, 150 cards, a colossally cool card set. Okay. More X-Men. Okay, we got Jubilee now. So, of course, from those earliest episodes, she was the in for the kids hanging out at the mall. You know, just tried to escape her parents and everything else. All the responsibility of the world. Kids, let them be kids. Oh, here's our first double. So there's Cyclops and Jean Grey again. Now let's get into some The Tick. Oh, Mr. Mental. Yep, so there's Elseed, there's Chairface Chippendale, so we got all these evildoers here. Let's see what the Tick says. Oh, what a show! What atmosphere! What fun! And for free! Oh, good times. Oh, now you can't get more 90s than Bobby from Bobby's World on rollerblades. Gadzooks! Was that a Bobby catchphrase? Gadzooks! Whenever things go wrong, Bobby's ready with his battle cry of Gadzooks. I don't know if I even ever connected that in my mind. I mean, I've heard the phrase, but I never thought of it as being Bobby. All right, last one here. The Tick. Man, he is the champion of this set. He's cleaning the dishes. Yep, there you go. Oh, the Tick says, oh, the stink of it. Yeah. Man, but I do like the design of these cards, though, because it totally fits the atmosphere that we would get, watching the Fox Kids Network and everything there. And just the design on the back, plenty of different colors mixed in, different textures and patterns. So, fun set here. Let's see which one ended up being my favorite. All right, so a very fun pack of cards. I think really fit the vibe of the era, like I was saying. Takes you back to being a kid in the 90s, especially just that shiny foil pack. Like, anything shiny was a big deal. But they offered no holograms. There were no... actually, now that I think about it, didn't they say there were supposed to be, like, pop-up cards in there? Maybe they were chase cards, and I just missed them. I don't know. Maybe that was a different series, even. But obviously, like, as far as picking my favorite card, I like comic books, as you can see. We got the X-Men cards in there. The Tick has always made me laugh. The absence of Eek is still kind of confusing to me. But the one that really just hit my nostalgia button was this Bobby's World card. Because, just the inline skates, the rollerblading fad of that era, reminding me that Bobby's catchphrase was Gadzooks? I don't remember that. Plus, Howie Mandel just kind of seemed ever present during that time. He was Bobby's dad. He also did the voice of Bobby. But what I always associate him with, slightly more obscure, is this movie Little Monsters with Fred Savage. And I can't believe we never got a Little Monsters cartoon series. It just seems like we got, real monsters. Let me retake that. Real monsters. But it just felt like Little Monsters was perfect. There was a comic book series that I have a few issues of, but it just felt like that was ripe for the kids, of the 90s to enjoy. But hey, c'est la vie. Maybe there's still time. Either way, I hope that you will recognize that there is still more time this year to open up a lot of packs of cards. Yeah, we got a lot more coming down the pipeline. Of course, I want to just remind you as well to stay subscribed here on TRN TV, because there's not just me. There's all sorts of shows and content coming up here on a weekly, monthly basis for you to enjoy and take you back to the 80s and 90s. But also just a little plug for my personal channel again, Hoju Coolander. If you search that on YouTube, you will find my list of 90s kids commercials from the Fox Kids network with all the toys and cereal commercials and everything else. But I also have a lot of commercials from other tapes that I've collected over the years. And, just love transferring those VHS and curating those pieces of nostalgia for you. So something to look forward to if you need a little boost and look back to the good old days. But hey, until next time, we'll check you later.